Well, it's about time. Let's begin. The article says that petrol price rip-offs are close to an end as ministers plan to appoint a Pumpwatch regulator in a massive win for drivers. Regulators would face pressure to end the huge gulf between what hard-up drivers pay at the pump and plunging wholesale costs under the plans. Chancellor Jeremy Hunt and Business Secretary Grant Shapps are urgently looking into the matter to make pricing more transparent, and officials are expected to report back by the end of February ahead of a decision on the matter, which could be made as early as the budget in mid-March. Campaigners believe, though, that the system could be voluntary, but if savings are not passed on after the first year, then a full-on regulator would be brought in. And garages that fail the price change criteria could even end up being named and shamed if campaigners get their way. Campaigners say that petrol would be up to 10p cheaper per litre, of course, and diesel would be over 15p per litre less expensive if ministers give the green light. Well, of course, I don't know about you, but I personally think this is long overdue. I mean, quite often it seems, doesn't it, when we fill up our tanks, that we need one of those COVID face nappies over our eyes in case the price has gone up even more. And does anyone else think it's quite strange that when the wholesale price of petrol goes up, it seems like we instantly have to pay more, but of course, when it comes down, oh no, you've got to wait until we get our delivery. I mean, can you imagine if Tesco's or Asda or anywhere else done that? With their wholesale prices, it's ridiculous they could even get away with that sort of thing nowadays. And of course, while the garages, let's face it, probably don't like this too much, they've only got themselves to blame really, haven't they? Because it often seems like nowadays, of course, that they're trying to get as much money as they can from petrol cars before the EV revolution takes over and makes them kind of redundant. But then again, of course, they probably would install EV chargers, but of course, how long it takes to charge an EV, they're probably going to be losing out on quite a bit of money, especially probably the independent petrol stations as well, because they might not have enough money to even install one of those expensive EV chargers. Unless, of course, they bring out one of the granny chargers from the back room and wait 24 hours to charge, or however long it takes. It just makes me wonder if the regulator themselves would want to do an off-gem sort of approach, where they set a maximum price and change it every week or so probably for petrol. Jeremy Hunt received a letter signed by 30 MPs last month, including ex-Home Secretary Petrol, saying implementation would restore confidence in the opaque system. Howard Cox, founder of Fair Fuel UK, said, "I understand the machinery of government is looking into it, how it should work. UK drivers must also support this initiative to ensure pump pricing becomes honest, fair and transparent." Hopefully the budget will bring news of this progress, because Pumpwatch is an essential tool to lessen the cost of living crisis and reduce inflation. Although another thing could be said for EV charging, because in this video it seems like they come up with a sneaky new EV plan which might need regulating itself. Anyway, subscribe for more and I'll see you in the next one.